Hello, this is my English speaking practice and I'm working on coding problems. Today's problem is valve switcher. There are n valves that are initially off. You first turn on all the valves, then you turn off every second valves. On the third round, you toggle every third valve, turn on if it's off or turning off if it's on. For the 8th round, you toggle every 8th valve. For the nth round, you only toggle the last valve. Huh? The number of valves that are after n rounds. Return the number of valves that are on. I have a toothache. I cannot get it. Every third valve. What? At first, the 3 valves are off. After the first round, the 3 valves are on. After the second round, the third valves are on. After the third round, the 3 valves are because for the first round, every one valve switched, so it's become from off to on. For second round, so every second valve, so that is only this one is switched from on to off. And for third round, third valve are turned from on to off. You should return 1 because there is only one valve is on. Okay. Okay. I understand the problem. And n valves are initially off. Okay. So for the first round, on. True. Second, true, false. Third, true, false, true. 1 2 3 true. Fourth round, true, false, true. Fifth, true, false, true. Six, true, false, false, true, false, false, true. 7. True, false, false, true, false, false, false. So the answer is 2. And n is 1 10 power of 9, so that's not good. It's not good. We go through every round. So there must be the solution, like we can calculate the answer after the round n, right? Yeah. So So I think this is factor. I don't know how do I say in English. Factor, number of factor, maybe. For example, this is 6 bulb. 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3, and 6, right? 6 has these factors, so it switched once, twice, 3 times, and 4 times, right? So 6 has 4 factors, so it switched 4 times from switch off. So off, on, off, on, off. So off. So if the factor is even number, if the number of factors is even, it turned to off at the end. If the number of factors is odd number, it turned on at the end. So let me restate this problem. Count the number such that count the number that has odd number. factors. Count the numbers that have an odd number of factors, right? So 1 is obviously 1, right? And 2 is not. 3 is 1 and 3, so even number. 4 is 1, 2, 4, so that is true. 1, 2, 4. 4 has 3 number of factors, right? And 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7, yeah. That's not good. Basically, prime number has 1 and itself. Prime number has a factor, 2 factors, which is 1 and the prime number itself. So how to count this? I have no idea. Of course, we go through one by one, we can get the answer, but we cannot solve this by checking one by one because n is so big, so it will be a wrong answer. Right. But how? List prime numbers. List prime numbers and when we think about 2, the answer is 1, and then when we think about 3, this part never changes. right? And we have to we can assume it never changed because 3 is prime number. So 3 has only two factors, 1 and the number itself. So yeah, so when we think about prime numbers, we cannot, we don't need to increment anything. The problem is how to check these numbers. For example, for example, 4 is one and 2, 1 and 4 and 2. So should be incremented. Increment, just increment. This is when we think 6, 1 and 6, and also 2 and 3. So in this case we cannot add any more. Seven is prime. So the answer is 2. Oh, I got message. So let me finish this stream. Sorry.